Okay, I'm going to do problem number 2 really quickly with you. There's no distributing because there's no parentheses. There's no combine. Oh, there's combining here. So no distributing, but there is combining because these two look alike. So 5y minus 2y, you have to combine those two. That gives you 3y equals 3y plus 2. You just bring down that other side. Step 3 is move the smallest variable. Okay, so I would move this one to this side so that it can get away from that 2. Minus 3y minus 3y. They're going to cancel each other out. This one cancels, this one cancels. So what do you have left over on the left? 0. What do you have left over on the right? A 2. Is 0 equal to the number 2? No. These are not the same number, okay? This is a false statement. They're not equal to each other. So because they're not equal to each other, this is no solution. Okay? If the numbers were the same, 0 equals 0 or 2 equals 2, then it would be all real numbers just like that other problem we just did. Okay? On the back of this sheet, problem number 4. We're going to still draw the line, and we're still going to do our steps. Step 1 is to distribute. There's nothing to distribute. Step 2 is to combine like terms. This one has an x, this one doesn't. I cannot combine those. This one has an x, this one doesn't. I cannot combine those. So there's no combining. Step 3 is to move the smallest variable. So which one has the smallest variable? Negative 7 is smaller than negative 3. So I would move the negative 7. You would add 7x to both sides. So then we do negative 3x plus 7x. That gives me 4x. Bring everything else down, plus 5. Bring down the inequality, and bring down the negative 15. See do? What do you see happening with the x? It's multiplying by 4. And they added 5. So you're going to subtract 5 first. Minus 5. So minus 5 here, minus 5 here. This one cancels, and this one gives you negative 20. Because negative 15 minus 5 is negative 20. Bring down the sign and bring down the 4x. And the last step is to divide by 4. I am dividing by a positive number. Okay, I am not going to flip this sign. This sign's going to stay the same. The only time you flip it is when you are multiplying or dividing by a negative number. So I'm going to divide by a positive number. The sign is going to stay the same. X is greater than or equal to negative 5. Okay? Here is the question. I need you to pay attention. It says, which number is a reasonable solution to the inequality shown? Well, my answer says that x has to be greater than negative 5. I'm going to flip it just so you can see what I'm talking about. Flip the whole thing. Okay? These two are the same. X has to be greater than negative 5. Which one of these numbers is greater than negative 5? Positive 5 is your answer. It cannot be negative 5 because it doesn't say equal to. You see there's no line underneath? But a lot of you would have picked negative 5 just because the answer says negative 5. But you have to read and see which one fits in the solution. Okay? Problem number 6. Okay, I'm going to have to distribute on this one. So step number 1 is to distribute. Distribute the 2 here and here. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. Bring down the symbol, bring down the 8. Step 2, combine like terms. There's nothing to combine on the left, nothing to combine on the right. Step 3, move the smallest variable. Well, there's only one variable, so do I have to move it? No. And step 4, see do. So what do you see happening with the x? It's multiplying by 2 and subtracting 10. So the first thing I'm going to do is to add 10 so I can get rid of this negative 10. Negative 8 plus 10 is a positive 2. Bring down the symbol, bring down the 2x. Instead of multiplying, I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. This one cancels. X is less than or equal to 1. Okay, now let's read the question. Which numbers are in the solution to the inequality below? Which number or numbers are in the solution? That means we have to understand this. It says x less than or equal to 1. That means x needs to be smaller than or equal to 1. Is 1 smaller than or equal to 1? Yes, it's equal to 1. Is 0 smaller than or equal to 1? Yes, so this one. Negative 1 is also smaller than 1. And negative 5 is also smaller than 1. So the answer would be all of the above. And that's how you need to do the rest of those problems.